And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Baseball comes your way on a Wednesday afternoon. It's South Korea and the Chicago Cubs. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we've got a major league debut on the mound in this one, Chris. And always interesting to see how that goes. But I'm sure there's a mix of excitement and nerves running through him right now.
Absolutely. Playing your first game in the show, it's just a little different for everyone, but no one walks in unfazed by the moment. I don't care what they say to anybody, and that's especially true as a starting pitcher that's expected to go out there and give your team a quality outing. All eyes will be on him out there on the ball. Should be fun to watch and see how it plays out.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Okay, all set to go. And now the center fielder, Choi.
Number 56.
The pitch. Fastball in for a strike. And away we go this afternoon. Ground ball up the middle. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now it's the rookie first baseman, Austin Dean. STEELE, keeping him close.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
That's to third. Oh, great stop. Over to first. And they get the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way. Stand on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Choi, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball one. Choi leads off second with one gone in the inning. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Let's take a look at our lineup. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Suzuki ranging back, pulls it in on the warning track. One hit, one left. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Back here in Denver, getting the nod on the mound, Chan.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. That's in there. 0-1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. No play, that's an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw, you know?
Yeah, no question. Here's Nick Madrigal. And that's downstairs and outside. Foul ball there. Swings and misses. Now 1-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. The 1-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Choi pulls it in on the run. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. First pitch just misses. Suzuki in his 3rd season, 29 years old, and he was born in Japan. And that's in the dirt. And a count 2-1. Drips one to right, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. And that one popped to short. Kim under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. 2nd inning set to go. Stepping in the long ball threat, Kang. The wind of the pitch. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So up next, Park. 4 for 7 in the series, so he's been good. And he pops up the bunt. Steele makes the catch, and there's one down. Now it's going to be Chung. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. Just missed. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles, so to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Fastball for a strike. And that one lifted in the air center field. Bellinger makes the grab. 2 down.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
So digging in, Lee.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate, under the Mendoza line so far this month.
And a big swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
0-2.
2 outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. No score here in the 2nd. Stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The pitch. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's some real power at the plate. Patrick Wisdom. Chan back to work. That's in there.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
That one misses. And 1-1. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Now this is in the air down the line. And there's 2 down. Now it's Yan Gomes. Right through there for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
On the ground and foul ball. And the righty deals. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And next for the Cubs, Matt Mervis. Splits the plate, strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Gomes off of first with 2 away. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So 2 aboard and 2 out, scoreless game. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. That's outside. Ball 1. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That's in there. 2-2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Close one doesn't get the call. And it's a full count. Pablo Aliendo on deck for the Cubs. Swing and a ground ball out to short. In plenty of time to first. And that is the inning. Cubs strand a couple. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at Coors Field. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd. Scoreless game. Now it's the power speed combo. Ha-Sung Kim. Bunting for a hit, first base side. Mervis takes it himself. Bunt attempt doesn't work. They get the out. So up next, Choi. That's to 3rd. Has some trouble with it. He doesn't have a play, and so they end up with some speed on at first.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. And we're back, and the batter will be the shortstop, Pablo Aliendo. Fastball for a strike. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. This ball's chopped on the ground. Park fires across the diamond. They go 5-3 for the first out as the 3rd baseman makes the play from the shortstop spot in the shift. Bellinger at the plate for the second time as he takes ball one. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And there's the automatic. That's in there. Full count now. One out, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Second baseman,
Magical in the box with two gone and takes a look at a called strike. That one finds the zone. 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Got him looking. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Cubs are down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here in Denver, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Choi. The wind and the pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double in the fourth.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Here's a big power threat. Park. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. Park with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Now it's the DH, Kang, and he's already singled in this game. Out there to center. Bellinger drifts towards it. Drops into the glove. One away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And first offering is fouled off. Park, only 18 years old, and he's been on a fantastic run at the plate, hitting over 450 in his last 10 games. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just
0-2 is the count.
needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Right side. Madrigal on to first, and that is out number 2. Chung, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. That one fouled off. 2 runs across in the inning, top half of inning number 4. Out towards left center. Crow Armstrong flashes the leather on the running catch, but 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer, and it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom of the fourth. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Patrick Wisdom digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Strike 2.
2-2 the count.
The Cubs down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him. And there's 2 away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Morel stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that one is in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
The Cubbies trailing by 2 here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the third baseman, Lee. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Suzuki makes the grab, 1 away. So digging in, Ha-Sung Kim. He's 0 for 1.
Ha-Sung Kim.
And a pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And now 2 gone.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Choi at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Wouldn't chase that time. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fastball for a strike, and the count 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and that is back here at Coors Field. Here's Yan Gomes. Chan back to work. And takes low for ball 1.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Yan Gomes waits.
3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Popped in the air, left field, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. And now the first baseman, Matt Mervis. That misses. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
On the ground, right side, Park. Throws to first in time. And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Crow Armstrong leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And the batter now, Austin Dean. The wind of the pitch. That one ripped. Way back there. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 3-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Choi, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for him on the first pitch alone.
That one ripped left field. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Showed off some really...
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th. The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Man at second. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Fell in the box. He's seen that movie before. It wasn't a good movie either. He knew how it was going to end right from the beginning.
Ground ball left side. Tags the runner for 1. On to first, double play. Here's the second baseman, Park. And a base hit up the middle. Around third. He scores, and it's 4-0.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
At the plate, Chung. And a foul ball. Bounce to the left side, and that's just foul. In the air, right field. Suzuki on the move. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. They put 2 on the board on 3. Back here in Denver, bottom of the 6th inning, and up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. The wide to kick the pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Kicks and fires. And 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And next for the Cubs, Nick Madrigal. And a strike.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
Up and in, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
The Cubs down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground right side, fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Suzuki in the box again. Takes the strike. Backed off the plate that time.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Inside, almost got him. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Look out! And it hit him.
Well, that one might sting for a bit, but it helps the team and it boosts the OBP boot. Sometimes that trade-off is worth it, but sometimes it's not.
And first offering is fouled off. Pickoff throw. Suzuki back easily. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around. Not an easy call there, but top of inning number 7. Here's the third baseman, Lee. And a pitch. And there's a base hit to left. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
Swinging a foul straight back. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there. Got it by him for the K.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So the lineup flips over, and now the center fielder, Choi. Swings through that one. 0-1. Leiter in his 4th year. He features a splitter, a sinker, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer. Foul ball. And here it comes. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
2 outs. And a foul ball.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
The pitch. Goes down looking. Bottom of the 7th. Down the third baseman, Christopher Morel. The left-hander on now, Lee.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And a pitch. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-1.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Gomes up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Swings and misses. And it's 1-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Gathers and throws to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Matt Mervis. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Crow Armstrong up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. Breaking ball inside. Now 2-0. And another ball. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And now the lefty. And that one fouled off. Mervis at first, one gone. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. And this place is rocking. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 4-3. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate.
Dustin Nivar gets the call from the pen, and he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. Next to hit, Pablo Aliendo. Tosses to first, got the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Bellinger stands in now and watches strike 1. And there's a ball.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one at triple digits. That's way outside. 2-2. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the home team down a run. Back after this on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Keegan Thompson.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Sends it to first. First out in the top of the 8th. And now Park. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And he deals. And there's a foul ball. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Way outside, and the count is 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And the pitch goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Two down, nobody on. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Got him swinging. Back here at Coors Field, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Nick Madrigal. In there at the knees. Not close with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Righty delivers. There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a 1-2. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And a good eye there. And misses inside.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Now, when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter.
New pitcher on here, Joe.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Wisdom, the next to hit, takes outside. Wouldn't chase that time.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Ground ball to the right side. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Yency Almonte.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Crow Armstrong makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Here's the left fielder, Chung. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Kang.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
There's a strike.
0-1.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. So 2 down now, and here is Lee. Pinch hitter coming on. Kim looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
That's a little bit low. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they make short work. So remaining in the game defensively, Kang. He pinch hit last half inning, but now he's in a position he's not familiar with at all. Seems like a questionable move here. Also entering the game, he takes over as the new first baseman. So they turn to their closer, Kim.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the 1-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
The pitch. Morel swings through it for strike 1.
0-1.
On the ground to first, down the line, and it's foul. 1-run game, bottom 9. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Right-handed reliever. Fights it off. He'll see another. Struck him out looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
1 out left for the Cubs. Matt Mervis, the next Cub to hit. That one at the knees for a strike. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And he grounds one to the right side. And he grabs it foul. The Cubbies down to their final strike. Missed with a changeup. And a count 1-2. Got him! And that's the ball game. Chan with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
4-3 our final score, and the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm Jon Sciambi. We'll see you soon.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I don't want all that dinner. Got new ain't thinking of. New whip got flick it up, flick it up, flick it up. flow sick, ain't sick enough. Got a new ain't thick enough. Till I drop down, then pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up.